This is going to be a co-stream of the Nintendo Direct that took place on June the 18th. You're going to want to skip ahead by about 25 minutes if you're watching the past broadcast. We are not anticipating a Nintendo Switch 2 announcement at this, so I'm going to shoot that down now, all right? they basically made a remark that this is going to be 40 minutes, and it will be basically all the games coming rest of the year, which I have said I feel like Nintendo is going to sandbag. I think they're going to kind of hold on to some of their bigger titles and bigger games. They're going to hold that for the Nintendo Switch 2, which we're very confident is coming in 2025. And so they're going to probably have a lighter year from their bigger first-party games. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some surprises. Maybe they have some things cooked up in here to really bring the heat in the second half of 2024. I've even argued that Astro Bot probably stands a really good chance of getting some really great nominations, because ordinarily Nintendo would be the type of game standing in Astro Bot's way. Last year alone, we had Super Mario Bros. Wonder as well as the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game up there on the Game of the Year podium. So thanks so much for being here, guys, to start the day. We may also be doing an Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree review roundup. The embargo drops today, and it's probably going to be right when this starts. I feel like they've done this before. I feel like Elden Ring has stepped on Nintendo before. Maybe that's a false memory. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I feel like there's been something like this in the past as well. So if not, it'll probably be at noon, and then we'll have to kind of like make a judgment call there. I've got a thumbnail and everything all ready to go if they do in fact walk out with their if the review embargo for that drops. So keep an eye out for that on the channel. And Joker Quinn, Han shot first, and so did you. That's the first member of the day. We've got a great goal for you guys for Friday night. We are going to be playing Cuphead, and somebody informed me that Cuphead does not have online co-op. I did find a solution to that, and people have left reviews saying it actually works quite well. So we may end up testing that out before Friday. Shadow of the Erd Tree trailer was right after a direct. That's what it was, Spooks. That's what it was. You're right. I was like, I have this weird memory of Elden Ring stepping right on top of Nintendo, and I think they're going to do it again. I think that embargo is probably dropping in about 20 minutes. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys hit the goal of 500 members this week, we will play Cuphead. Now we will have a fallback. We'll just play Elden Ring. We'll play the opening co-op and, you know, try and beat the the opening areas and stuff. I think Cuphead will be funnier. And we also have some other fallback fun games that we will play. Stretch goal would be we have to reverse the controls in Cuphead. So if you want to see Hilly and I, this Friday night is Hilly Hijinks, Hilly and I will be playing some Cuphead, and I have found a solution to playing it online together, since that is not an option in the game. Shadow of the Erd Tree trailer. Last good Pokemon was Sun and Ultra. Oh, yeah. There's probably, that's one of the rumors. There's going to be some Pokemon at this event. What is Pokemon Legends A to Z? I'm not really a Pokemon guy. I don't really follow, but somebody put that in the members only Discord yesterday. And here, let's undeafen in the Discord. Guys, do me a favor. Let's get those first 100 likes. We love covering these live events. We love covering Nintendo Direct. We've covered them in the past. English O with 33 months in the VIP. It's finally been enough months to spell Zyklopentapentropidophrithipid. Yeah, 33 letters. Congratulations on that word there. Shelly with 12 months. I predict we get dates for Horizon Lego, Plucky Squire, and a final trailer for Blood. Launches today on all plats. Keep up the great work. Lono, killing it. Thank you so much, Shelly, for an entire year. I appreciate that. Zubair says, my sorry I'm not in the Pokemon joke isn't going to work well for this stream. No, it won't. God of War 2016 on Switch or Horizon? Oh, no. I don't think that's happening. Yeah, I think you mean God of War 2018. That is an absolute pipe dream. Anybody who thinks that, I'll be honest with you, if PlayStation starts porting old PS4 games to the Nintendo Switch, I will be shocked. Like, I entertained the idea of them doing that on the Switch 2 because the Switch 2 is rumored to be about as strong as a PS4. So if they wanted to bring, like, God of War Horizon, because those are cross-gen games, to try to get people... I'm sorry, the first, God of War 2018 and Horizon aren't cross-gen, but they are on PS4, and you could maybe give them the PS4 version in the hopes that they come over to PlayStation. I don't think that they would do that. I don't think that there's an audience on Nintendo for games like that. I think when you go to the Nintendo store, I think you're far more likely to see, like what Creature's saying, I think you're far more likely to see a Lego God of War. I don't think you're going to see old, big PlayStation tentpole titles, because Herman Hulst talked about that, right? Like, they bring those to PC later, hoping to coax people to get the sequel on a PlayStation 5. I don't think there's an audience for their tentpole titles on Nintendo. I think if you go to the Nintendo storefront, games like Lego Horizon are going to crush. A game like Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War, I don't think would do very well. Some of the more demanding games ported to Nintendo haven't fared very well with reviews either. It's very, very difficult to get games to run. So if you think they're going to announce those things today, you're either trolling or delusional or a bit of both. I don't even think the Nintendo Switch from 2017 could run those games. Maybe you could see on the Nintendo Switch 2, again, based on what we're hearing, that it's about the strength of a PS4. Beyond Good and Evil Remaster is likely. Yeah, we were hearing about that. I don't know if that would be at this event, though. Give me an Ocarina of Time remake. Need my childhood back. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're going to be interested in going back and doing remakes of those, but I mean, they have been doing remakes recently, with Mario RPG remake and Paper Mario, so they may be in the market for it. I don't know. You know, you sound sick and sleepy. No, I don't. Give Switch a PlayStation 2 Ratchet and Clank collection. I need the PlayStation 2 and the PS3 Ratchet and Clanks on PS5. I mean, yeah, I just don't know if they're going to want to take titles that are more iconic to the brand. Again, I think it would make more sense to do like Lego games. Like a Lego Ratchet and Clank would be awesome. You've got two characters. Their characters would look cool in a Lego environment. Like, I don't think the goal is going to be, let's bring well-known iconic games to Nintendo. I could see them bringing iconic franchises in that, like, Horizon. This was, I think, one of the funniest things to come out of the Lego Horizon game coming to the Nintendo Switch. People saying, stop trying to make Aloy or stop trying to make Horizon a thing. Like, these people couldn't be more ignorant about how incredibly popular Horizon is. They're not trying to make it a thing. It is a thing. People just don't know. They quite literally either are so heavily biased against PlayStation, maybe they're heavily biased against games with female leads. I don't know. But it's like, they're not trying to make Horizon a thing. It is a thing. It's like one of their most successful franchises. Lono, Jez said PlayStation clearly paid Wukong for exclusivity. He didn't say that. He heavily implied it, though, which is, that's why I sent my tweet. I was like, I'm not in the mood to call anybody out, but like, if that narrative starts to get a foothold, I'm here to say, sure, Jan. Yeah, sure, Jan. A consistent stream of games coming to Xbox late, and, you know, Black Myth Wukong was just suddenly paid by PlayStation. Sure, Jan. People either play those games on a PlayStation or a totally virgin audience and will need to be convinced to try those games. Former are not buying. Right, like if you've not grown up playing some of those games, like I don't think that they would have pull on Nintendo. Like Ratchet and Clank did not do that well when they brought it to PC. That was probably one that didn't make as much sense. Same with Sackboy. It's possible that they did that just because they wanted to have a very consistent presence and a very robust catalog on PC, but I think you're going to see Lego games. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we see a Lego God of War or a Lego Ratchet and Clank. I think those things, I think they fit. An 8-hour Lego game, you know, once a year, especially once the Nintendo Switch 2 is out, you know. Translation is, I don't like it, therefore it's irrelevant. It's the definition of narcissism. Right, like, you know, stop trying to make Horizon a thing. It's like, these people must not be paying attention. And Eugene says, how stupid do you have to be to think that Sony would pay for timed exclusivity and keep it a secret? I was going to point that out to Eugene. I was going to send out a tweet and be like, you guys understand that if PlayStation paid for timed exclusivity, they would want you to know. There would be marketing aspects attached to that. They would be out there flexing the fact that they have a timed exclusive game. They wouldn't be like, no, keep this on the low. Like, what the frick? Like, I know Black Myth Wukong is a scrappy little game. It is. It's a scrappy little game. And it's headed for it's headed for potential media darling treatment and getting some nominations. But I don't think PlayStation would do something like that. It doesn't stand to reason. And it's like, well, then what did all these other games do? What did Oxenfree 2 do? Did they suddenly get paid by somebody? Like, in Atria, or whatever that game's called, that game was going to come to Xbox late. Now, they delayed their entire game, but Xbox doesn't have a demo. That the Xbox version wasn't going to be ready. It's probably likely still isn't ready. I wouldn't place bets on that version of that game. Baldur's Gate 3 came late. They had to cancel features for one of their own first-party games, Halo Infinite. Like, call it what it is. Quit dancing around the issue and quit acting like PlayStation's pulling weird puppet strings in the background. That's not what it is. You consistently are having games come to your platform late. Suck it up, man. It's life. That's Xbox's leadership on display for you. They decided to do a 2-tier system. Welcome to next gen. You're not really there yet. Like, that's basically the message. I want a Lego sports series with classic over-the-top arcade gameplay. Lono, how can you be a troll on this channel when you're open-minded about all consoles and games? I mean, people just like to troll for attention, homie. I mean, they also like to misrepresent things that I say. Like, people say that apparently I make people who buy Series S's feel bad, and it's like, you shouldn't feel bad. I've been taking up for you since all of this started. Like, I'm not making fun of you. I hurl all of my criticism at Xbox. Jez Corden scoffed at the idea that it's Xbox optimization and used him not getting a reply as some kind of evidence, like he somehow owed. I don't feel like he felt like he was owed a reply. I feel like he was implying that if there was a good reason, they would have given him one. And here's my pushback to that. It's like, okay, Jez, you think that if there was a good reason, or if there was a reason, that they would have given it to you. Okay, let me ask you a question. Why did Larian Studios dance around the issue for months? They would not directly point a finger at the Xbox Series S. They dodged the question. They basically played PR for Xbox. Why would they do that? They were playing kind. They just wouldn't point out what the real issue was. Then we found out what the real issue was. And Phil Spencer had the nerve to say it wasn't a hardware issue, and then the very next day, Larian basically announced that Baldur's Gate was going to be coming to Xbox without split screen. They've abandoned that. They've just abandoned that. It's not going to happen. They've walked away from that entirely. As far as we know, that's never going to happen, and they've abandoned the idea, okay? I guess my question would be, in that situation, what was it optimization? Like, was it the Series S? And Larian was playing nice. Larian wouldn't come out and give the direct reason. So why on earth do you think the Black Myth Wukong devs are going to answer you and be like, hey, yeah, it's a Series S. Do you think they want to deal with that firestorm? Do you think they want to deal with the Twitter attacks and the hit pieces that'll come from that? You know, Black Myth Wukong devs blamed the Xbox Series S for its late arrival to Xbox. They're not going to give you the answer that you know what the answer, and you know what the answer is. We all know what the answer is. Larian played nice for months and wouldn't say what was really going on. Like, to think that Black Myth Wukong is going to put their neck out there and deal with the blowback, because you would have written an article and everybody would have read it, and they would have been like, yeah, classic devs blaming this, blaming that, and it's like that. No, they're not giving you a reason because they absolutely don't want to stir up the hornet's nest. Because this is what happens. People use their platforms to blame the devs. People use their platforms to insinuate that they've gotten a deal with PlayStation. Do you think they want to talk to the gaming press? Seriously. You think Black Myth Wukong wants to talk to a gaming press that ran to Twitter to claim that the game had been money-hatted by PlayStation? Do you think they want to talk to the gaming press? I'll tell you what, the gaming press has kind of lost their right to ask those kinds of questions because of how they treat the information. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you've lost the right. Like, the way this stuff has been covered since moment one, glossing over things, sitting down. IGN sits down, does an interview with Phil Spencer, and lets him basically off the hook by saying it's not a hardware issue, which is a lie, and he passively blames Larian for Baldur's Gate 3's late arrival. Like, when the frick is the gaming press going to wake up and realize a lot of these companies aren't going to talk to you anymore? They're not going to talk to you. Why would they? You've used your platforms to insinuate things, to spread misinformation, to create notions that, like, it's the devs' fault, and Matt Booty says that they can plan better, you know, for the Series S. It's like, why would they ever talk to you? Why would they answer your question so it can then be weaponized in more nonsense on Twitter? If I was the guys behind Black Myth Wukong, I wouldn't answer a single dadgum question about why that game is coming to Xbox late. I'd be like, we just want to make sure everybody gets the best possible experience. Next question. Like, I wouldn't even entertain the questions. I wouldn't. It's like, we don't owe you an answer. You know the answer. Everybody knows the answer. And if we say the answer, we're going to be crucified for speaking the truth. YouTubers are attacked for speaking the truth. Anybody with the brain is attacked for speaking the truth about the Xbox platform. You think a freaking developer wants to come out and stir up that nonsense? The gaming press has quite literally earned the silence that they're getting and the treatment that they're getting. If companies don't want to give them the answers, it's because it's basically a bunch of quasi-content creators that stir up the fan base to get angry at developers about situations that are completely out of their control. So maybe that's why you're not getting answers. Mike S. with a gifted member. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'd be happy exactly. You wouldn't release on Xbox at all. I'd be happy you're getting the dadgum game. Chris Dring comes back from GDC. He comes back from GDC, writes for business, games industry, .biz, and he comes back from GDC and he's like, yeah, devs don't want to even ship on Xbox anymore. The guy from VGC came back from Gamescom, said that he heard that from multiple devs that they do not like the Xbox Series S. And every single time stories like that broke, people get attacked. And they get maligned. And they get called all kinds of terrible things. Maybe that's why nobody wants to answer a question about Black Myth Wukong not coming to Xbox at the same time as the other platforms. On Inatria, the demos were probably already ready for months, though, and then they were putting them together. They probably still thought the Xbox version wasn't coming out at the same time. Right. Because it wasn't. Thoughts on my predictions? It's just ray tracing is pretty key to creating that realistic art style of them being all real figures, ad blocks. I'm not sure canned lighting can be quite good to bring everything together. The real concern for me around Nintendo getting Lego Horizon is how they're going to perform without ray tracing and locked at 30. I think it's going to be rough. I mean, I would say that Lego games are... I think people are more forgiving of Lego games, especially a top-down Lego game running at 30, especially on the Nintendo Switch. Like, you're concerned about something that the primary audience on Nintendo Switch probably isn't going to pay any attention to. Do you know what I mean? Like, the average person booting up their Nintendo Switch is not going to be like, oh man, this game's running really poorly. Like, if they've played Lego Skywalker Saga or, I don't know, any of the latest games, I don't think they're going to be like, oh man, this game doesn't have ray tracing and runs at 30. You don't need ray tracing in a Lego game? Yeah. How have previous Lego games performed on the Switch? I mean, my kids were playing a Marvel game, and it wasn't bad. It was just, there was a lot of loading. It was really, really rough if they wanted to, like, load into a building or load into a new level. There was a couple of times where I thought the game crashed. It would just sit on a black screen for like a really long time. Like a really long time. Tears drop down to single digit frames. They don't care. I don't know if it ever dropped to single digit. I think when it rained, it dropped into the 20s. I don't think it dropped into like, you're talking like 9 frames. I just don't think this Lego game is the same as other Lego games. Like, they're hinging a lot on this art style, but I guess proof is in the pudding. How likely do we see Xenoblade Chronicles or a remaster of Eternal Darkness today? Oh, I couldn't tell you. I'm not locked into the rumor mill of Nintendo games and potential Nintendo appearances. You know, my very basic prediction is that Nintendo is going to sandbag. I meant my super chat. What? You said, oh, you think we're going to get a date for Horizon Lego Plucky Squire and a final trailer for Blood launches today on all platforms. I don't know what that last game is. I mean, I could see them having the release date for Lego Horizon, because that would follow a similar pattern of what they did with Spider-Man 2. They dropped the Spider-Man 2 gameplay during their showcase, and then, a week later, Jeff Keighley got to announce the release date. So I could definitely see PlayStation saying, hey, the release date coming from Nintendo would be pretty huge, because Nintendo Directs, and Nintendo in general, they're going to pull a pretty good-sized audience. That's a second marketing pitch, second marketing touch point, and then, a release date. Yeah, I think at this point, if a game is coming out in the second half of the year, not having a release date's kind of weird. I don't get that at all. Like, the fact that Lego Horizon doesn't have a release date and they said holiday, I thought, okay, maybe they're going to wait till Gamescom, but even then, it's like, how do you not know the release date? It's a Lego game. Like, it's not a super complex game, Grounded and Pentiment got dates on the latest showcase, too. That's right. That's right. Will Starfield come to Switch at the same time as the PS5? Are you saying it's going to flop? I went back and listened to it, and I was like, I should have been. I think maybe I should have been a little bit harder on him. I just played the calm, the calm response every time. There was one time where I kind of like raised my voice a little bit and pushed back, but I was like, I'm just going to keep playing the calm response. I'm not going to. But there were a couple times I was listening to it, and I was like, yeah, I probably should have. Clap back a little bit harder. There are some people in the comments that really liked it. There's people in the comments that they didn't like it. And I'm like, well, that's television, You put on the best show you can, and there are going to be people that love it, and there are going to be people that don't. Let's see new Mortal Kombat footage. Yeah, and a Nintendo. I think you did fine. If you rattled him, it would have gone badly. Yeah, I just thought it made more sense to just, hold my position, continue to kind of restate my position, So I thought it ended up being enjoyable. I thought I had a fun time with it. I know he did. So, if the audience enjoyed it, all the better. Guys, do me a favor if you're tuning in. The showcase is going to start any minute. The Nintendo Direct is going to start any minute. Make sure, take a second, smash the like button. We got a nice big goal this week of 500 members. If you guys hit 500 members, Hilly and I have to play Cuphead together on Friday night, and I have actually found a way to do it. There's a way to do online co-op in Cuphead, and it'll be hilarious. If we can't get Cuphead to work, there's always Elden Ring. Elden Ring will be red hot on Friday anyway, so we'll do some co-op in Elden Ring. So thank you for being here. Get those likes smashed. Let's set our sights on 200 likes. That's only like 50 more, and there's 500 of you here already, so thank you so much for tuning in. And we may see the Shadow of the Erd Tree reviews. They might be dropping like literally right now, is my thought. Oh, golly, they're jumping right in. All right, hang on. I'm going to bring their volume in right now. Mario, something Mario.
Luigi! Yeah.
Yeah, this is a brand new game, which is probably really exciting for people who are very much enjoying the Super Mario Brothers, the RPG remake. So this is a Mario and Luigi RPG. I think it looks great. Oh, and as I predicted, Shadow of the Erdtree reviews have dropped. We'll do a review roundup after this. Brothership. Hey! Just in time.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Please look forward to a seafaring adventure that unfolds across mysterious islands, as well as evolved Bros moves with Mario and Luigi. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Bring the championships home or on the go. The thrill of the Nintendo World Championships is heading to the Nintendo Switch system. Take on over 150 speedrunning challenges from across 13 NES games, from lightning-fast feats to action-packed battles. Familiarize yourself with each challenge and perfect your timing. Then give it your best shot and aim for the top of the online leaderboards. You can also try more difficult legend challenges, like completing Super Mario Bros. In one go using warp pipes. Stuck on a legend challenge? Check out classified information for handy tips and tricks to help you improve. Put your skills to the test in survival mode, where you'll race against ghost data of players worldwide. After each round, half of the players will be eliminated. You've only got one shot to survive. Will you be the last one standing? Nintendo World Championships NES Edition launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th. Pre-orders for the digital version are available now on Nintendo eShop. A deluxe set containing a physical version of the game and other bonus items is also available for pre-order. The final battle of Fairy Tail is about to begin.
Ikuzo! Happy!
Relive the climactic Alvarez Empire arc from the hit anime Fairy Tail in this action RPG. Set in the vast kingdom of Fiore, Team Natsu prepares to finish their fight. Engage in real-time battles and unleash powerful attacks that fuse different kinds of magic based on who's in your party. Work together with your teammates to take down powerful enemies.
Yo, thank you, Charles Freeman, for the 5-bomb, dude.
Fairy Tail 2 launches on Nintendo Switch this winter. Embark on a multi-dimensional journey. From Final Fantasy series creator Hironobu Sakaguchi and composer Nobuo Uematsu, comes the turn-based RPG Fantasian. The world is slowly being robbed of its civilization. To restore his memories, Leo must confront an evil entity threatening all mankind. Skills are the ticket to winning battles. Adjust a skill's trajectory to target multiple enemies at once.
Come on, Magic!
You can also send enemies you've encountered to a separate dimension and fight them later. The more enemies there are, the more you can wipe out in one shot.
Let them go!
Now, let us save the world together.
Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Another sport is coming to Spoko Square.
All right. Oh.
Basketball is being added as a free update to the Nintendo Switch sports game. Dribble, pass, and shoot. In 2-on-2 matches using motion controls. Try out 3-point challenge solo and score as many baskets as you can within the time limit. Up to 4 players can also compete in 5-streak battle. Besides local play, you can team up with players worldwide in 2-on-2 online matches. This free update for Nintendo Switch Sports dunks its way onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
What was the other sport they added? I thought they were going to add golf, and I can't remember. Did they add golf? I meant to boot that back up with the kiddos, and we've been playing other games. Oh, that looks
It's
really
an array
good.
of cartoon classics.
I wonder if that's going to be multi-plat
Leap
game,
into
though.
a new update for Disney Illusion Island. Monoth's greatest detective is solving a mystery, and only Mickey and friends can help. In the brand new adventure, Mystery and Monoth, uncover hints and evidence scattered throughout the world, then use the dashboard to crack each case. What big secret lies at the end? Start sleuthing because this free update launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Island adventures await. Customize your character. Then befriend Hello Kitty, Kuromi, and other familiar faces in this open world adventure. Team up with your new pals to solve mysteries and restore Friendship Island when Hello Kitty Island Adventure launches as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch system next year.
Neo Memories in Orbit.
Let's get loony in this wacky sports game. Play as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and more across 4 arcade-style sports. Unleash the full power of Acme across iconic levels in up to 4-player local co-op. But watch out for falling anvils. Looney Tunes' Wacky World of Sports crashes onto Nintendo Switch this fall.
What's up, Doug?
That's all, folks.
Let's game on!
Emergency meeting.
Hey.
New crewmate and imposter roles are being added to Among Us. alert others.
I can't find anything on that Mio Memories in Orbit game.
Devices on others as a tracker, or turn invisible while taking out players as a phantom. Suss things out when this free update for Among Us sneaks onto Nintendo Switch later today. A monster army is at your command. This is Felicidad, a realm of monsters. Those who command and raise them are called Farmagia and play a vital role in the land's civilization. 10 of Farmagia must rise up against the oppressive Magus to stop his vicious reign of the underworld. Raise monsters and lead them into the fight against the Magus' army. Plant seeds, then cultivate, and harvest them to make your buddies come to life. They can then be trained for battle. Give commands to your monsters and exploit enemy weaknesses in action-packed combat. Merge all of the battle buddies in your party to call forth a giant fusion summon and wreak havoc on your foes. Join the rebellion to stop the Magus in Farmagia, launching on Nintendo Switch November 1st.
No, Donkey Kong Country!
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released on the Wii system, is barreling onto Nintendo Switch in HD. The villainous Tiki Tak tribe has hypnotized the local wildlife and stolen Donkey Kong's precious banana hoard. Obstacles in the way? Just stomp them, pound them, and roll on through. Each level is filled with hijinks, but they're no match for these top bananas. From manic minecarts to high-flying rocket barrels, and even hitching a ride on Rambi. There are plenty of transportation methods available. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a buddy for 2-player local co-op. 80 appealing levels are in store, including the additional levels from the Nintendo 3DS version. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD swings onto the Nintendo Switch system January 16th.
One of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong's jungle escapades returns in HD. Plenty of wild actions and antics are in store with these Kongs. Next, please take a look at this.
Journey with allies to face the Archfiend on an epic adventure. Memorable encounters, perplexing challenges, and formidable monsters await. An iconic RPG remade in HD 2D. Forge your own path. The legacy begins. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Coming to Nintendo Switch November 14th.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to find information about Mio Memories in Orbit. It's published by Focus Entertainment, but I can't find anything else.
任天堂ダイレクトをご覧の皆様、こんにちは、堀井雄二です。ドラゴンクエスト3の映像、いかがでしたか？ようやく発売日を発表できて、僕も嬉しく思います。そして今日、サプライズで発表したドラゴンクエスト 1&2 も HD2D で蘇ることが決定しました。時系列としては3が物語の始めるとなっており、3、1、2の順番でプレイしてもらうと、あっと驚く展開が待っています。ロト3部作となる3と 1&2 どちらもぜひ楽しんでもらえたら嬉しいです。どうも堀井雄二でした。
Thank you, Mr. Hori. We hope you're excited to play the entire Erdrick trilogy, now in HD 2D. Let's continue with more headlines.
All
Let's
right.
have some fun, Co.
Let's get I think this has a release date.
Say hello to Jaws? Wait, He-Man? Great Scott! Is that Marty McFly? The world of Funko is coming to life in this action-adventure mashup for the ages. Play with more than 60 characters as you explore locations based on over 20 iconic movies, TV shows, and more. Use special skills and crafted gadgets to explore epic worlds, each with their own unique puzzles, hidden areas, and familiar foes. Dinosaurs from Jurassic World and Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. They're certainly not toying around. Unbox the universe when Funko Fusion pops onto Nintendo Switch September 13th.
Yeah, that's a multi-plat. My kids are going to love that one. That one looks fun.
Spooky, silly, and strategic games. Ready for an adventure of ghoulish proportions? Summon your courage and explore multiple mansions filled with goofy ghosts, tricky traps, and other supernatural shenanigans. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Meet the quirky little Denpa man. Find him, catch him, and lead him on a joyful RPG adventure. Explore dungeons and battle monsters. Customize all sorts of outfits. Decorate your island however you'd like.
Right, Hayden. It's a console multi-plat.
Local co-op can team up to catch special Denpa Man. The new Denpa Man is free to play and launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Strategize away in this tower defense installment of the Metal Slug series. Take control of your forces and pulverize enemy strongholds. Choose from over 300 units with different abilities. And build out your decks to win tactical tussles. You can also slug it out with other players in online battles. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded storms onto the Nintendo Switch system later today. Embark on an expedition of the damned in this eagerly awaited sequel to the gothic roguelike RPG. Board your stagecoach and set off across a decaying landscape to prevent an apocalypse. Fight off nightmarish fiends in turn-based combat. And upgrade your abilities after each deadly run. Darkest Dungeon 2 launches on Nintendo Switch July 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. More classic titles are on the way. Play Link's classic 16-bit adventure and team up online to explore randomized dungeons in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords. Experience the remake of Samus's first adventure in Metroid: Zero Mission. Plus, coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature 17+ collection of games. Brave the dangerous lost land to stop the campaigners' nefarious schemes in Turok: Dinosaur Hunter.
Oh my gosh, this game was so hard.
And
it was so hard.
infiltrate a corporation to end their alien conspiracy in Perfect Dark, now with online multiplayer.
No!
All 4 games will be available for Nintendo Switch
It's
Online
going
Plus
down,
expansion
chat.
pack members later today.
Oh, it's going down, chat. Perfect Dark.
Set sail to save the day.
Perfect Dark multiplayer. Online.
This is Verona, a young woman with the ability to communicate with phantoms.
I will take all of this girl.
Join her on a journey to save her friend Ash.
The only bummer about when they do that is you have to use their online subscription to play it. That's the only thing I don't like. That they don't let you just straight up buy that game.
Tactical turn-based battles, where you'll combine the phantoms you befriended with objects in various ways. Combine phantoms with certain objects to maneuver them. Combine with a cannon to attack a large area. A fan to blow enemies around. Or combine with Verona herself for show-stopping abilities that can turn the tide of battle. Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero, launches on Nintendo Switch next year. This one's gonna take you for a ride.
Uh-oh. That's Ryu, isn't it?
7 arcade games featuring Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting their way onto Nintendo Switch as one collection. Clash in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Duke it out in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes. Take down the Kingpin in the beat-em-up side-scroller The Punisher, and more. Hit up training mode to polish your fighting skills and combos. Select online mode to challenge rivals around the world. Or play co-op in The Punisher.
I remember watching the Street Fighter game in the arcade, and I always thought it looked so cool, but I couldn't do it. The guys that played were so good.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Uh-oh.
The
Mario
latest
Party.
game in the Mario Party series takes place on an enormous island resort. Get ready to jump into the biggest selection of Mario Party minigames yet in Super Mario Party Jamboree. First, let's see some of the new boards where you'll compete to collect the most stars.
Let's do it.
Take the escalators to travel between floors in Rainbow Galleria.
Great.
Use in-game coins to get a star at half price when they're on flash sale. But act fast. Ride around and stay on track in Roll'em Raceway. With the new Turbo Dice item, you can move up to 40 spaces with a lucky roll. Here on Goomba Lagoon, the ebb and flow of the tide can change your path. And things really get mixed up when the volcano blows its top. Along with 5 new game boards, 2 boards from previous Mario Party games make their return.
Nice.
Some mini-games are action-packed challenges, speed trials, a battle of wits, and more. And some are controlled by gently shaking or tilting your Joy-Con controllers.
Oh, that golf one looks
With
so
over
frustrating.
110 mini-games, there's a wide variety to enjoy. Also, Up to 20 players can go head-to-head online in the Coupathlon mode. Compete against your rivals and aim for first place.
Oh,
Try
we're
your best
there,
to come out on
chat.
top.
We're there, chat. Community game night. We're there.
Wait, there are even more new modes? The biggest Mario Party yet will soon be underway when the Super Mario Party Jamboree game launches on the Nintendo Switch system October 17th.
Frickin' Nintendo, bro. They're like, nah, we're not gonna sandbag.
That was the latest installment in the Mario Party series, Super Mario Party Jamboree, with new boards, minigames, 20-player online gameplay, and more. Get ready for the biggest Mario Party in series history. And now, please take a look at this.
No mention of online. Yeah, it said the 20-person thing was online. Excuse me? Link's Awakening is what this looks like. Wait, do you play as...
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Is that you're gonna play as Zelda? My daughter will be so excited. She always asks about
What you
that.
just saw was the latest installment, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. This time around, Link has vanished. Now it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role. You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here, we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more, please take a look at this video.
I love how they just immediately we'll show you the game. We have no problem showing you the game.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom.
Oh, she's gonna play like a mage, I bet.
By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up.
Get the frick out!
You can create wooden boxes, old beds, and unusual things like water blocks. How you use them separately or together is entirely up to you. Learn and create echoes of things you find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover. Even battles will look different.
Yeah, I want to see combat.
You can pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters.
Get
After
out!
doing so, they'll fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key, after all. In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in
Yeah, I was
Zelda's
gonna
hands.
say that, Nova. It seems like they took like Tears of the Kingdom Freedom and thought, let's bring it to this
I hope
game.
you enjoyed this demonstration of the Echo ability, which channels Princess Zelda's wisdom. There are a lot of echoes in this game. To be honest, I haven't counted them all yet. How you solve puzzles and battle enemies will change depending on the echoes used. In short, we've created a game where each player's experience will be different. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th.
What the heck? Wait, what?
A Nintendo Switch Lite system inspired by the Legend of Zelda series will
nice.
also be available at launch.
Dude, everything's coming out in September.
Zelda in this new adventure. Now, I'd like to return this moment I'd stolen away back to Mr. Takahashi.
Thank you, Mr. Aonuma. Please look forward to the newest entry in the Legend of Zelda.
I was like, yeah, Nintendo's probably going to sandbag, and they're like, hold my beer. Frickin' dude. They're like, we're not quitting.
Let loose and party on.
Not until the very bitter end will they stop releasing great titles for their Nintendo. Well, I'm going to mute because this is probably going to have a bunch of copyrighted music and we don't need to hear it. And then it ends up making me have to go back and mute. If I have to mute, it'll be like the 5 seconds I let play. It just isn't worth it. Most of this showcase does not have copyright music, so we'll be good. So do you think when they film these things, do they cover them in green paint to make them look like that? Or is it just some kind of an effect, like a filter that just detects skin? I wonder. I would not want to do that. Like, here, come film this, you know, whether it doesn't really matter. Cover you in green paint. Move over, Astrobot. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen anything that I think is like a threat to Astrobot, right? Here we go.
It's the world of Horizon in Lego form. Join Machine Hunter Aloy on a quest to save the world from an ancient evil. Journey through lush landscapes.
What do you guys think? You guys think early November for Game Awards, or is this land in December? What are your bets?
Other locations inspired by the original game. But be careful. Swarms of machines are lurking everywhere. Use an array of gadgets like blast boots and gravity bombs to hunt them down. From the nimble watchers to mighty sawtooths. You might even come across the fearsome Thunderjaw. As you progress, you can help Aloy rebuild her home and customize her appearance with lots of outfits. Oh, and you don't have to explore this vast wilderness alone. Team up with familiar faces from the world of Horizon in 2-player local or online co-op.
Precedent says September. Yeah, everything's...
Lego Horizon Adventures launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Yeah, no, they're still going with holiday. I thought they were going to have the release date.
Journey begins.
Oh, Stray's coming to Switch. Good for them. My daughter loved this game, dude. She's always asking me, is there another Stray game coming out? Is there another Stray game? I'm like, sorry, kiddo.
Experience a decaying cyber city through the eyes of a cat separated from their family and friends. Explore alongside a drone known as B-12 to find your way home. Carefully climb to the highest heights. Create new paths for yourself. And stealthily squeeze into tight spaces. Think like a cat to make your way through the city. Careful though. Not everyone is excited to have you slinking around, including hordes of hostile creatures ready to swarm. Keep exploring to venture into more areas of this unfamiliar world and make your way back to safety. Stray finds its way onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Welcome home, Hobbit. If you've ever wanted to live like a hobbit from The Lord of the Rings, now a leisurely existence nestled away in an idyllic, quiet corner of Middle-earth can be yours. Customize your appearance, decorate your home, and settle into life in the Shire. As a newcomer to the little haven of Bywater, you'll befriend your neighbors, work together to solve problems, and even share a meal. Or 3. Explore, garden, fish, forage, and cook. The best way to build a Hobbit community is by hosting a dinner party with your homemade dishes. Plus, you can trade with your neighbors for unique decorations or special ingredients for even tastier meals. Friendly hobbits and familiar faces await your arrival when Tales of the Shire launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
I mean, they're not stopping.
Investigate, interrogate, checkmate.
Objection!
2 Ace Attorney spin-off games, including a sequel that was previously unreleased outside of Japan, are coming to Nintendo Switch as one collection. As the prolific prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, take the case out of the courtroom and investigate crime scenes. Gather information by interviewing people and inspecting evidence. Then use the power of logic to solve challenging cases. Enjoy all new hand-drawn character visuals from the original series character designer, or swap to the original sprites for a more classic look. Take a break from your investigation to explore the gallery, where you'll find character art, music, including orchestral arrangements, and more. Past and present collide as you uncover the truth at any cost. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection launches on Nintendo Switch September 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
The Tales from the Shire game looks like it might end up being a multiplat. We'll have to see.
If
you guys are enjoying hanging out, make sure and smash that like button. Thanks for chilling with us.
After a devastating attack by unknown assailants, Takumi Samino's life gets turned upside down. A mysterious school mascot suddenly appears. While Takumi manages to get out of harm's way, he's then forced to enroll at the Last Defense Academy, along with 15 other students. Their mission is to defend the school from hostile student enemies for 100 days. An academy shrouded in secrecy, and the unavoidable loss of allies. Can Takumi survive this 100-day trial, colored by extreme and despair, and return to his normal life? The creators of Danganronpa present the 100-line Last Defense Academy, launching on Nintendo Switch early next year. Embark on a saga spanning generations.
Marvel vs. Capcom has tweeted that the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection is going to hit Switch, PS4, and Steam.
Rule and expand the Empire of Beren across multiple generations, while challenging the legendary 7 heroes who have turned to darkness. In combat, use returning Saga features like glimmers to learn skills, and formations to enhance abilities. Turn-based battles have also evolved into timeline battles, where the action order is key. Innovative features like United Attack can also help with strategy. How will you expand your empire? And in which order will you fight the 7 heroes? Every decision you make will dramatically alter the course of the story. Safeguard your empire's future and protect your legacy from peril. Otherwise, the vengeful 7 heroes may emerge victorious. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the 7 launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Oh yeah, I just realized that the Marvel vs. Capcom game isn't hitting Xbox.
Excited to experience the full remake of Romancing Saga 2. That's almost everything for today's Nintendo Direct. Next will be our last announcement.
Come on,
Please take a
Metroid.
look.
Come on, I put Metroid on the thumbnail. I gambled. What, a Mega Man game? No. No. Yes! Yes! I gambled! That was good. This isn't Prime 4. That's Prime 4, baby. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Listen, that performance looked really, really good. Next year, yeah. I feel like that's a launch title for the Switch 2. I feel like we just maybe saw performance on. I don't know.
Look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. After a very long time, we are finally able to share more information about this title. Release is planned for 2025, so please wait a little bit longer. We hope you're looking forward to Samus Aran's new adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, like, I definitely feel like the performance of that game looked really, really good. And I feel like that's going to be a launch title for the Switch 2. It will also be on Switch 1. It'll be cross-gen. I really feel like that performance seemed a little too smooth for the Switch. It really did. Hold everything back for the Switch 2. I thought they were going to sandbag. That wasn't sandbagging at all. They came out swinging. They had the Mario and Luigi Brotherhood game. They had the freaking Metroid. They had the Zelda game where you play as Zelda. What are you talking about? They had tons of stuff that was jam-packed full. I was dead wrong. Mario Party was in there. Marvel vs. Capcom was in there. Perfect Dark's in there with online multiplayer. Are you kidding me? That was great. Excuse me. They had gameplay of the Funko game, if you're into that. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I mean, I know people might be tired of remakes, but that looked awesome. This was jam-packed full. That Mio game looks really good. Wii Sports added a game. This was fantastic, bro. Even the Nintendo classics like Speed Racing Championship was pretty cool in my mind. Yeah, I thought this was fantastic. Stray, Lego Horizon, that was probably the only part that I was a little bummed about, that we didn't get a date for Lego Horizon. Stray, the Shire game, they were absolutely showing their commitment to the Nintendo Switch. Like, they're not done at all. Like, they're gonna literally take the Nintendo Switch all the way to the edge. I thought for sure, I was like, oh, it'll be a lighter year from Nintendo. They're gonna save everything for next year. And they were like, no, we're not. I've never been happier to be wrong about something. My daughter's gonna love that Zelda game. That Zelda game looks so cool. I'll see you at noon. No, we've got to go to we've got to go to an Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree review roundup. Hang on 1 second. I got to get that scheduled. The Shadow of the Erd Tree reviews dropped, and we like to do these roundups. So we're gonna cook right now, right on over to another stream. Switch going out with a bang, not a whimper. That's what I'm saying, dude. I got massive respect for Nintendo. I really, really do. They could have completely justified, like, really, really coasting into Switch 2, putting all their eggs in that basket. And if you are a Nintendo Switch owner, you're getting so much bang for your buck. Like, all the way to the dadgum finish line, they're giving you great-looking games. Like, really. I can't say it enough. Like, they really do deserve praise. Like, they don't mess around. I really appreciate how they've handled the Nintendo Switch. Let me get this here. A gaming talk show set up. No. All right. Let's do this. I was prepared. I made a thumbnail and everything. I was like, I bet you they dropped the Shadow of the Erd Tree reviews literally at 10 o'clock when we're sitting on the Nintendo thing. I had a sneaking suspicion they were going to do that. Elden Ring will gain Game of the Year again, mark my word. It can't win Game of the Year again. A DLC cannot win Game of the Year, and a game can't win Game of the Year a second time just because they do a great DLC. That's not going to happen. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree will likely win awards, but it can't win Game of the Year. I mean, you might be just goofing around. All right. Nothing interesting? Are you a Nintendo fan? Like, I guess that's my question. Like, are you a Nintendo fan? How could you watch that and not get excited as a Nintendo fan? Like, I've grown up with Nintendo. They showed freaking Turok. There's going to be online multiplayer in Perfect Dark. Like, I don't know how anybody could claim to be a Nintendo fan and not get excited about a new Mario game, games like Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong coming out and doing remakes, a brand new Mario Party, a new Zelda where you literally play as Zelda with super creative mechanics. And then they finish with frickin' Metroid. Like, are you even a Nintendo fan? I don't think you're a Nintendo fan. Link to the Past in that style would be 10 times cooler, just saying. Right, I mean, doesn't mean it doesn't look good. I thought it looked great. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me go in here into this room. And I'm going to get all these reviews for us. I'm putting all of the reviews in Discord so I can have them on my other rig. I was sitting there. I was kind of multitasking during that show. I was a little distracted some of the times. There we go. I was a little distracted. I was like trying to get information on that Mio game. It looked really good. A $5 super chat tip from Rabbit says, great show from Nintendo. Game of the show for me was Mio Memories. That one looked really good, didn't it, Rabbit? I'm trying to find out if it's a multi-plat because I would be mainly concerned about performance. In a game like that, you can't have, like... I really want fluidity and good 60 FPS and a good platformer like that coming from games like Ori and Hollow Knight and stuff. So I'd be curious, you know, if they can get good performance. I know it was kind of hand-drawn, so... It'll probably be okay, but I would probably prefer to play a game like that on my PlayStation just for the performance. Okay. Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erd Tree. All right. Let's get our tweets sent out. All right, I'm going to redirect you guys. Give me just a brief moment here. I'll also spam a link in chat. Do me a favor and smash that like button. We might be able to get the like count to 300 likes. This video will potentially do very, very, very well. Let's take a look at the reviews. Send that out. Because I don't think there's any copyrighted music in there. I think I got the mute just in time on the one, hopefully. Oh, yeah. I wasn't at all trying to imply that Metroid Prime 4 wouldn't hit the Switch 1. I just think that's going to be a launch title for Switch 2. Mio's Memories in Orbit is coming to PlayStation. Okay, nice. Okay. Let me pull up these reviews and let's get started. Guys, when we go to this next video, make sure you're smashing the heck out of the like button. That'll really help us. We got a big member goal this week. You can make Hilly and I play Cuphead on Friday night. We even have a stretch goal for reversing the controls if you guys want to do that. All right, let's go here. And then let me go here. Okay. All right. Oh, Eurogamer always formats their stuff really, really strangely. Okay. Okay. Smash the live button, guys. Yeah, that's right. All right. Hit the like button on this one. We're about to leave. And then, thank you so much for that Shinobi tweet. I'll probably pull that up and use that in the show open. That'll be good. There we go. Let's make sure our formatting's good. It is. All right. Thanks for checking out this video. We are going to be looking at the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree reviews. They literally hit in the middle of the Nintendo Direct, or like right when the Nintendo Direct started. Shadow of the Erd Tree keeps stepping on Nintendo. Nintendo was a great show. Make sure and check out that Direct. It was really exciting. Had a blast. Metroid was there, so make sure and check that out. We're going to be looking at the Shadow of the Erd Tree reviews, and they're coming in hot. We got a nice little summary here from Shinobi. All those scores, a Metacritic of 95, an OpenCritic of 94. I am going to end the previous stream where we were doing Nintendo Direct, and make sure you guys smash that like button as that stream ends, and then I'm going to redirect you over. Make sure as you come into the new stream that you do the same. I don't think anybody is going to necessarily be surprised by this, but I was interested in